What's cracking with you people? This is the Devious Wolf and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dead Space. In the last one, we found a key card, watched Mercer jab someone in the head, found a navigational card, and were told by Kyne to find the rest of them so that we may have another talk. Well, we have a talk face to face as it were. Let's continue on and find the rest of those navigational cards. Which, by the way, we need in order to repair the one remaining escape shuttle on the Ishimura so that we can hopefully leave. You know, if that guy wanted to, he could just hit me right there. Okay. Well, let's keep on going. Now, you want to be careful here because of that. Oh, that dealt with you. Some pustules going. I want to keep an ear out because the thing about those exploders, they do a lot of damage, but they make a lot of noise. You'll more than likely hear them before they get to you. Hopefully. Hopefully. I have had times where they just blindside me. Okay. Go down, so we're back inside the main hub area. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell some stuff. Hopefully all the bodies remain decapitated, the way I like them. We're going to sell some stuff, then we're going to stop by the upgrade station and hopefully get more things and stuff. We're going to get rid of the contact energy, the line racks, the pulse rounds, the fuel rounds, the ripper blades. Look at that plasma color, 55,000 credits. That's a lot of money. And we found a decent amount too. So what we're going to do is we have 35 plasma energy. And a small mat pack and a medium mat pack. Now, assuming I can step my game up for more than 5 minutes, I should be able to not have to worry about buying any ammo. Now, do we have? We should find some stasis eventually. They always give you stasis, a refill or something later on. In a level. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade our stuff again. Just give us a little bit more status and whatnot. Okay, so the damage here is maxed. At this point, just reload speed. We can spare that. The rig is pretty much maxed out. We're not going to need kinesis for a minute. So we're going to work on stasis here. What we want to do is we're going to go for because this need my points. What we want is we want a little bit more energy, and then we'll finish out with duration. Once we finish out the stasis pack, we're pretty much going to max out the plasma cutter immediately after. And that should keep us good. Because at this point, the plasma cutter, the only thing that's really left to upgrade on is the reload speed and the speed of the shots. But at this point in the game on hard mode, and keep in mind, this is still my first time playing hard mode. But at this point in the game, you really don't need it that much. It's mostly there to help you. It's mostly there at this point to give you a bit of an advantage. wonder if I missed those shots. If I did, I'm a horrible shot. And we're gonna go here. Oh! Zero-G basketball. We are coming up on another point in the game where you can get another achievement. And if I hadn't have already gotten it beforehand, I'd be getting it now. But for demonstration purposes, I will go ahead and show you. I don't think you get any rewards outside of what's this schematic for? The level 5 suit. We're going to go back and drop this off first chance we get, since it's like right there. Since literally the shop is right there, and it would be beneficial for us to know how much we need to get this suit, because it's the final upgrade that actually gives us any kind of like bonus, you know, for the end game. Oh, the rules of Zero-G basketball. Step on the light up platform and activate it to start the game. This is pretty much basketball if you have no jump. If you can't naturally jump, you know, this is for you, because you don't need to. And there it is. The next nav piece. Why it's in here, I don't know. Now we got enemies here. Oh, apparently our stasis refilled somewhere. Oh yeah, because I upgraded the thing. These things are a nuisance to deal with. I will not lie, especially inside this area here. Actually, let's get off this and get a little bit more maneuverability going. I'm gonna try to hold off on using my stasis for the next little bit, because we're going to need it later. Trust me, we are going to need it. Now, kids, the Little League Zero-G basketball doesn't start up for another few seasons. Okay, so you can go back to your moms and chill out. You know, unless you're the basketball. In which case, what kind of rules are you guys playing by? Okay. Now maybe I wasted ammo, but honestly, I'm trying to get as much supplies as I can here. Especially considering that this is the point in the game, even on a normal playthrough, where things ramp up. Like, a lot. Like, a whole heck of a lot. Now here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and leave, drop off this schematic, and then we're going to come back and we're going to play some Zero-G basketball. Hello there. Okay. Now remember what I said earlier that you want to try to dash it off 3 limbs just to be certain? That's because I can't see the tell that they're dead. There's usually a tell where the enemy's item that they drop will just up and drop. And when you see that, you can pretty much stop shooting at it. Which is how I usually go by. If I can see that drop, then I'll stop shooting. But I go for a 3rd limb because sometimes I can't see it. Oh. Ah, see, you got nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing, son. I destroyed everything. And I'm not. Now, I would assume that the game would probably assume that when you come back through here, you're pretty much gonna be fighting these guys, so it probably not gonna spawn another one, but you never know. Let's go ahead and drop this schematic off and see exactly how much this suit's gonna cost. This one was 10, 20, 35, 60. We should be able to get that fairly soon here, honestly. I'm not kidding. Late game, they give you a lot of money, if I remember correctly. But, and that's because on normal, I believe I was saying this before my train of thought got completely diverted. On normal, they tend to ramp up the difficulty. Where did he go? They tend to ramp up like how many enemies they throw at you, how frequently they come, I should say. And it generally isn't pleasant. You know? Like, I could very easily see this being a run killer. Like where you would just get straight up stuck. Now, let's try some zero G basketball. Now how it works is, this comes here, you grab that there, and you shoot in the hole. That's it. But, as you go on, more and more panels will light up. If you jump on the panels and shoot, you get bonus points. And you want to try to find those panels as often as you can. Now, I don't believe you get anything for these I don't believe you get anything for completing it. Like, unlike the shooting gallery mission, I don't think you get like rewards. At least I don't think you do. You might. I'll admit my memory isn't quite what it used to be when it comes to this. Also get a little counter on your back there to tell you how long you can hold the ball for. See that there's like, if you ever watch basketball, they usually have that clock above the goal, above the basket, I should say, where it tells you how long you can hold the ball before you have to turn it over, or how long you have before you have to shoot the ball, and you can't just. It's designed to keep the pace up. Essentially, it's designed to make sure that that the players aren't just holding onto the balls or just dribbling for long periods at a time with nothing going on. Is to keep the pace up and to generally prevent the in-game strategy at the last 12-second strategy of just, if you're like up 3 points, just hold the ball for as long as you can. Alright, and game over. Now, did we get anything for that? No, I do not believe so. I believe you purely do this just to get an achievement. So, yeah, there you go. I believe you complete 5 levels of it and go from there. I don't know what the high score was, but that's usually how I do it. Oh! That's how that works. You get reward lockers. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and I'll just show you each reward and then cut back to when we get moving. And we get a medium medkit for completing level 2. And a stasis pack is for level 3.
Reward locker unlocked. Congratulations. Reward locker unlocked. Congratulations.
And here's level 5. A ruby semiconductor.
Exiting zero gravity.
A power node for level 6.
Entering zero gravity.
Level 6.
And that's it. You know? It only goes up to level 6. There's no point in coming back through. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a bit of a heads up. When you play Zero G Basketball, there are going to be platforms that you can stand on that will occasionally light up. The more these platforms you jump on, the more of a shot multiplier you get. I recommend using that as much as you can. Secondly, the ball doesn't. If the clock runs down before the before you put a ball into the into the slot, into the basket, then the ball just stays there. And as long as you don't leave the area, you can use that ball again. So I recommend when you get down to like the last 2 seconds, you can't make a shot, just let the ball hover there, start the game up, and get a multiplier, and then boom, you get a quick shot at it. Not to worry about wasting time trying to find it. You know where it is. I will admit that does take some time. It does take some time. And while I think the rewards you get are somewhat worth it, I should have dropped some of these. Actually, no, no, I'm alright. I do think the rewards you get are worth it.
Even more fantastic. On the planet Mars, we have found a market. God's plan is unfolding and we are its inheritors. We will ascend as we always knew we would. Unitology is truth, and your death is the first phase. Deterred by the physical motion. Soon, you will be beyond any physical concerns. You must have faith, fools. This is what we have been searching for all these years. This is what we have been waiting for. Don't listen to them. Come back! Come back! How can you be turning away from the church in this vital hour?
Yeah, that's Mercer. A doctor letting his religion get in the way. It's interesting, honestly, I would say, because religion, at the time of this recording, maybe before, is getting more and more scrutinized. I don't mean to get I don't mean to bring real world conflict into this, but there has been some. Well, if you check the timestamp of this video, you can pretty much check some of the relevant issues that were happening at the time. So I won't get into it, but in recent years, religion has come under more and more scrutiny, and when you have, and because of people kind of like Mercer here, who take their faith to a whole new level, kind of fanatical, as it were, and they'll take any sign of supernatural, anything we can't explain, as a sign from a god. So we have a block puzzle here. But before we do that, we have this. It's interesting because I've played a couple of games that have actually touched on this idea. Ooh, I am in heaven. So many plasma energies, so little time. This is good because that gave us a whole lot. But I have played a few games. I played, off the top of my head, I know for a fact I played, including this game, including Dead Space, 2 games that have tackled the issue of religion. Now, in this game, I think it's more or less a commentary on. Oh, no, semiconductor. It's more or less a commentary on religions like Unitology and something like that. Not Unitology, Scientology, I want to say. Like, I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not too deep into this game's world, how this game works, which is a shame because I think it has some interesting interesting ideas, but. It's games like this that kind of tackle the issue. And I think one of my favorite games that I take with me to this day is Halo, because Halo tackles not. Whoa. But Halo tackles not really religion as a whole, like as you traditionally see it. It's more of the structure of it. I'm not going to go too deep into Halo right now since this is Dead Space, but I like how Halo handled it, because they handle it with a bit more, and it with a bit more of a broad stroke, like something that could be applied to any religion if you're not careful. And I kind of respect it for that. But in this game, it's definitely much different. But let's pick this. Actually, you know what? Let's double check around. I want to make sure I get everything before we pick this up. And then we're going to pick this up.
This time, there will be no escape for you, my friend. You have been most resourceful up until now, but my creation is free, reborn in the fierce heat of life itself. Now it's time to play your part.
Yeah, he's back. Here's what you do: freeze him. This part's gonna. If you do this, you will make this part infinitely easier on yourself. Freeze him, run, go through here. And close this. Trust me, this makes this part infinitely easier.
That son of a bitch just overrode the door lock. I'll try to run a bypass. Hold on.
What Kendra just said there is that someone has locked down the area. So what that means is that you're locked in here with that thing. So I recommend using your stasis as much as you can. Freeze all the enemies you can. Cripple this thing each chance you get. Just slow it down. That's all you want to do, is slow it down. Because the more you do it, the easier of a time, the much easier time you have. Because this is a time section. Now we're going to go ahead and pop this. Because, like I said, you pretty much want to keep this thing in your line of sight at all times. Freeze it as much as you can, and then disable it as much as you can. The more you do, the much easier time you're going to have with this bit.
Okay, I bypassed the lock. Get out of there!
So do what Kendra says, and just run. All you want to do is run. It doesn't matter how many things you kill or if you kill them at all.
Excellent work, Mr. Clark. Excellent work. Now, come and meet me in the executive area. The door is unlocked. Be quick.
Isaac, be careful with Dr. Kine. A lot of what I've discovered so far has come from his records. The man has clearly gone insane. He might be unstable, maybe even violent.
Okay. Well, that's that. Now we're going to head back to the shop, contend with whatever may be there. Nothing here. Okay, but yeah, if you guys were hearing me mumble earlier, I was asking, where is the stasis pack? Where's the stasis pack? Well, it was for this very segment. Because in this segment, that thing comes back. And you want it to do whatever you can. You know, half of me wants to question the necessity of this poster. But honestly, most of me is just amazed at how they did it. So, hats off to you, developer. That's it gets the point across. Is a concert, is eye-catching, and you want to sell your brand, let you guys know that there's a concert going on. What better way to do it than to make Leet Speak Words of Fear tattooed tattooed across a swimsuit on a woman. I'm not sure if we would do the same thing on Rancid Moon. So we must be in like the theater area then. I'm not certain how well that would go over. Well, we'll deal with that. We'll do that later. Right now, though, we have stuff to drop off. Let's drop it off, shall we? How many do we need for? 60. What can we sell for this? Let's go ahead and sell one of these. Maybe not. It would be easy to do because I got 1,900 of these and I got 25 plasma energy to use. Actually, at 1,900, that would give me. It wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be enough. We need 3,000, and that wouldn't give me enough to make it worth it. So, yeah. So we have collected all 3 navigational discs, and we are set to meet Dr. Kyne in the next one. I've been a Devious Wolf, and I'll catch you later.